Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me far from grace. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be. A cheat for me to lay. Something takes a part of me. Feeling like a freak on a leash. Feeling like I have no release. How many times have I felt disease? Nothing in my life is free. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me far from grace. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be. A cheat for me to lay. Something takes a part of me. Jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. On the visitor sideline, Giants head coach Brian Daboll. His guys coming off a road victory in the opener, looking to make it 2 straight to start the year. On the Cowboys side, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. His guys, on the other hand, weren't as fortunate in the opener, so they'll look for their first win here at home in Week 2. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
And as we begin Week 2 in the NFL, he was truly one of the top stories around the league. What a debut. Didn't look phased at all, handled everything with poise and grace, and played through in a big way. I can't wait to see what the defenses throw at him this week and see how he adjusts.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown. Now an option play on second down. And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. The Giants are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Dart going to give to Scannaboo. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. They'll go. Here's Dart. Touchdown! Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
George Pickens, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
It's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the number 1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Here's Austin. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Dart going to look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The toss to Scadaboo, running right. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Throwing, Dart. the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the draw is Scatteroo. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now they'll audible to something else. Throwing his dart. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Here's Dart. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors from 6 yards away. And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Off the play fake, it's Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. To throw is Dart. Locates Mooney on the out route.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
There's Mooney with another catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
To the air, Dart. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jackson Dart, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah. Sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Prescott. Gets it underneath to Blue. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. On play action, Prescott. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. Looking to throw, Prescott. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1. Here we go. 21-0 our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold them to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving them the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
The tight end in motion right. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Now Prescott. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And New York set to take the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Dart. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Prescott now from the 50. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Prescott down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Aubrey good with the PAT. And it makes the score 21-10. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Scatterby to start the drive. And this will be a Giants 1st down as he gets it up past the 35. Once again, it's Scatterby. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. They'll run from the gun with Scatterby. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit. But this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Prescott to throw it. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His 1st catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. Now Dart. A short one there, caught by Likely. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. Throwing his Dart. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Give up the middle, Scatteroo. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Dart going to look to throw here. And he rifles one incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
To throw, Dart. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down. The kick by Sanders is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Dances by him. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
It's a pickup at 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Giants' 41-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Prescott. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he is caught by Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Williams is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down and goal.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Dart. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Throwing his Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson.
Our tour around the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And it's the second-year signal caller, Jaden Daniels. One of his 3 touchdown passes in the ballgame, he also added a rushing touchdown for good measure. The Commanders get their first win of the year, and they had to earn it, too. They get the road victory. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Rico Dowdle. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Steelers, looking for a 2-0 start, they lead at the half. Lastly, let's go over to MetLife Stadium. The Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. And it's the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton. He's got a couple of touchdown passes in this first half, including this one. This one is at the half with the Jets trying to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead at the half. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Second and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Looking to throw. Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Play action now. Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Here's 3rd and 7. They'll throw again. Prescott able to hit his target lane. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just had that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The New York set to take the field. First down, here's Scatterby. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
First down. A gain of 12. And the Giants first down.
Scatterby going to run it out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Dart. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's got his guys a first down.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Prescott throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Brian Akers now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. 93 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here now, 2nd and 4. He's going to try and do this himself. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. Looking to throw, Dart. A short one there, caught by Likely. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. Tracy trying the right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here's 3rd and 6. To throw now, Dart. Completes a Mooney on the slant. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this has got to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They begin the drive with Williams. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking for Pickens, he's got him on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Out of the pistol, here's Williams.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. A quick throw there is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that is clock. Touchdown, Cowboys.
George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. New York set to take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Dart. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To the air, Dart. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To the air once more is Dart. There's a short one caught by Johnson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Dart. That is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 37. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Dart going to look to throw here. Locates Mooney on the out route. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw, Dart. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Over the middle, it's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. From the 43, here's second down and 7. They go with Blue between the tackles. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Now Austin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. Dart going to give to Scatteroo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake, and here's Dart. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff, Blue. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 31.
Prescott now. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Carter, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The New York set to take the field. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Ooh, the juke. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And he's going to use his legs here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. To throw is Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, Dart. Complete to Likely. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action now. Dart. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 43 yards. And the Giants are on their way to a 2-0 start. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Prescott from the gun. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Darius Alexander in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Yeah! There we go. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
2nd and 6. An inside run with Scatterby. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 137 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Scatterby fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to hammer it in with Scatteroo. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try it now with Scatteroo. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Cam Scatteroo, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Scatteroo to start the drive. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Throwing his dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards on the pickup, but that's all they needed to move the sticks. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
lose, he's bad news. Yeah, that's all anybody's ever said about me. And yeah, I like to cut loose, too. You might think I chose this way of living, nah, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming, Guns N' Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed round here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy barn tricky. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ, he'll still try to get them boys stuck. So line them up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Without a doubt, I've been around. Everybody knows my name when I show up now. And I've been from New York to LA and every place in between, but they don't do it like we do it in my hometown. Ain't a thing changed around here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same